If having a giant calendar in front of you make your heart just like so excited, skip a beat a little bit at the possibilities, then you are in the right place. Let me show you how to print off our giant calendar. So I wrote an entire blog post on this, walking you through the steps. I will link that in the description below. But basically, I have a 2026, every year I do this. But so this year, upcoming year, I have a 2026 giant wall calendar. You buy the PDF and you get 6 different formats, all for the price of $10. So you get to choose a format that you want to have printed or have them all printed, because you get them all in one purchase. And then you just go through your local office store like Office Depot, the UPS store, and have it printed at blueprint size. Now you could just get it printed on paper, or you could get it laminated. If you do get a print on paper, you could easily just tack it up on your wall and write on it that way. That's totally fine. But I think the cool way of doing it is buying a poster board and putting it in there, and that way you can use wet erase markers and you can plan things out, and if they don't work out, you can easily just wipe it down. So that sounds like a lot of steps, and it kind of is at first, but once you have your poster, if that's what you opt for, unless you want to laminate it, once you have that, you can use it over and over again. I promise you, first of all, purchasing it, super easy. Second of all, having it printed at the office store, super easy. It sounds complicated. It's not. I'm going to walk you through it. And usually they print it same day or next day. So it's super fast. You can just pick it up on your way out. So again, I'm walking you through everything. So stay tuned and let's walk through the process. Okay, let's start with buying your giant wall calendar. So here we are on the Sprout Planner website. And under planners, you go to wall calendar down here. And here we have it. So you click on it, and then you can see, I just have some examples of what it could look like. But here you have all the layouts. Now, a little bit more into this video, I will show you all the layouts. But just that quick preview, here are all the layouts you get. Just like buying anything else, you go ahead and add it to cart. And then to get here, I agree with terms and conditions. You click checkout, and then you just go through the checkout process. Now, once you do that, I can't quite remember, and I should just make a purchase so that I know. You either can get access to the downloads right away, right on the checkout page, but for sure you will get emailed from the third-party thing that does this. Is called Fetch. So you get emailed, you can access your downloads from there. So you'll get instructions page, and then you will get the 6 layouts all as separate PDFs. So you can download those all. I think you only get 3 downloads of that each. So download it, save it to your computer so you can have that and access it when you need to. And then, so once you have that, we move on to the next step, which is having it printed out. Okay, so here we have the files that you are going to get when you buy the giant wall calendar. So you're going to get 6 of these, and they're going to be named this exact thing when you get them. So let me show you what those look like in this order. So here you have option 1, a horizontal one, a second horizontal one, a third horizontal one, and then a 4th horizontal one. And then you have 2 vertical options, this one, this one. So you are going to choose which one you want to do and choose your local office store. Sorry, my kid's here. So choose your local office store. I did mine through Office Depot. It says Office Max. I don't know which one it is or which one you call it. So I'm going to show you this, but there's the UPS store. Office Depot also ships things out, so you could do it through here, but I just find it easier to pick up because it's right in my area. So here's how you do it. So you're on this main page, and you go to Services and Print and Copy, and under Document Printing, you go to Blueprints. So it brings you here, and you hit Customize. Here kind of brings you to this working page, and you have 3 options up here. So we're going to work on this one. So you put your project name. So you can see I've already actually done this. So I just name it 2026 Giant Calendar. There's just one page. I just want one. Paper size is this Arch D. It's the 24 by 36. That's the blueprint size. There's other options as well, but we are going to use this one that's defaulted for the blueprint size. This is the default paper size for it. We're going to keep size since I've already formatted it to the size. So keep size for paper fit. I designed it in grayscale, so you do black and white, and then you choose which orientation you're going to do. So this is why it's important to choose kind of ahead of time of which layout you want to do. So I'm going to do landscape, and then you go to finishing options here, and stapling doesn't apply here, but lamination, this is what I wanted to point out. Lamination, you could have it laminated. If you don't want to frame it, if you don't want to deal with all that, you can have it laminated, which is pretty cool. And then advanced options really don't apply to us either. So we do that, and then you click here to find your documents. Let me just do list view for me. So you find wherever you downloaded it. And I'm going to do, let's see if I remember this one. Okay, so it loads it up here. You can do more than one, add more than one at once. Does that make sense? So you can print more than one at this point, but I'm just going to do this one. So you click upload. This wasn't the one I wanted to do, but that's fine because we're just showing for demonstration purposes. So you get this. It is blurry, but it's not going to be blurry. They add this as showing the back page, but it's just one page. It's don't worry about it being blurry. I promise you it gets printed out not blurry. So you see that, you do add to cart, and then so unless you want to create another one, you could do that here, but once it all looks good, you hit proceed to checkout. And this is where you put in where you want to pick it up, where there's Office Depot, or you could also choose printing at checkout. So then you just go through the normal checkout process, just like any normal store at all. So that is how you do it. If you have one in your area, mine got printed same day, like within a few hours. So it's really quick. I don't know about shipping, but it goes really quickly. So that's how you do it. That's it. It's super easy. Don't be afraid of it. I'm sure all the other like UPS store is kind of a similar process. So I hope that helps. Welcome back to my office. We are doing the inaugural takedown of the old calendar and are ready to start planning the new calendar. So I am doing this in my office during the holidays. So you can see a pile of gifts there. Okay, so you use a wet erase marker. So you use water to wipe it all down, and it's super easy. I'm just using just regular water and then a microfiber cloth. Also, please welcome my underwear to this show. I didn't know it was going to be this kind of video. And also I didn't know my underwear showed in these pants. So this is a great learning opportunity. So enjoy. Okay, so this is the worst part, is taking off all, unbending all those little things. But then you take out the old calendar and you are ready to put the new calendar in. Now, I don't know why they do it. I don't know the logistics of it, but the poster prints a little bit larger than the actual frame. And so I do this really smart trick. I lay it in there and then I put the backing on. And then, being super accurate here, I just bend over the excess to create that crease. And then once I have that crease, I take it off and I just bend it. I mean, this is not science. You just do the best you can. and it still looks great. So you just get it all bent over, and then you pop that thing back on, and you are ready to go. Okay, so we got the calendar inside. It seems like the print's just a little bit bigger. Let's see, wider, longer, taller, I don't know. A little bit more, so you have to fold down the edge. It looks like 1/2 inch, 3/4 inch, but that's totally fine. So we did that, and I will flip around and show it to you, and then we are ready to start planning. So I'm gonna get all my supplies ready for this very sacred planning sesh. Here she is. Look at this. Does this just not make your heart skip a little beat? Just this whole year open, ready to plan. You have no idea what's going to happen. Great things may happen. Terrible things will probably happen. Both things will probably happen. We can plan as much as we can plan. Do as much as we can do under our control. And we have to just roll and pivot with the rest. All right, let's get planning. Okay, please enjoy watching me figure out that all my wet erase markers have been taken by my daughter. All of them. And I have no idea where they are. So this whole planning session has to pause while I go figure out where all of them are. She said she'd return them. Don't believe them, people. 3 weeks later. Okay, I just got done adding all the kind of personal stuff. So big school stuff like start of school, end of school, spring break. I put no school on every day starting out at first, and I decided I didn't need that level of detail. So I wiped that down. And then I put major holidays on there as well. So Easter, 4th of July, my kids' birthdays, not holidays, but holidays in our house, you know. Thanksgiving, Christmas, and then I'm mapping out the kids' camp weeks too for this summer, so I kind of put down what I think those are going to be on there, just so I get a lay of the land of when my summer work days are going to be, etc., etc. So that is done. That is the first thing I do. That's kind of the foundation, and now I will move on to kind of my big rocks in business. So that is going to be deciding when launches are. That is going to be, that's kind of the first thing, I guess. Those are the 2 biggest rocks, are when is going to be spring launch, when is going to be fall launch. And then from there, I'm going to figure out what are kind of key dates that I need to hit to make that happen. And then probably number 3 is I'm going to go through and decide theme months. So more in terms of marketing or promotion or things like that. So to recap, first things first, fill in all the personal stuff, all the like family stuff that is foundational. Second thing is going to be business side launch days. Third thing is going to be the pivotal dates that I need to hit, aka like the manufacturing dates. When I get done with designs, when I need samples, when like everything needs to be in production, when all the product needs to arrive, all of that. Fourth thing is going to be then all marketing and promotional, so I'll set kind of themes around the month and what I need to be marketing, what I need to be promoting. So that is going to be it. So I'm actually going to turn this camera off because you don't need to watch me do this whole thing, but I will show you once it's all done. I'm done. We're all set. I've had this on my list for a couple weeks now, so I'm so excited to be done with it. Let me turn it around and show you. All right, here she is. Nothing too packed, nothing too crazy. The purple is all that personal stuff I was talking about, and then the black is all business stuff. So I have, I'm going to try to point, we have up here kind of our focus, and some of it is going to be like marketing focus, some of it, I don't know. It's just kind of like what my brain thinks. And then I have kind of major buckets down here of things of milestones that I need to hit, about design, about submitting, all of that stuff, photo shoots, all of that. And then I'm actually just going to take all of this, and I have my monthly planner here, and I'm going to kind of map out the marketing side of this. So what videos I want to do, what emails I want to do, at least a couple of months of it. So here is what we have. Here's what this looks like. I will hang this up and try to follow this as closely as possible. Last year I did it and I didn't hit all of them, and I didn't hit all the milestones on necessarily like the months I put them on, but for the most part, I got it done. So it's just nice to map this out, even if you don't follow this to a T. Hopefully this is an inspiration. It feels really good just to do this big picture planning. Thank you so much for following along with me as we bought, downloaded, purchased, picked up, framed, and then planned in our giant calendar. Hopefully this is inspiring to you. Hopefully you can tell that, yeah, like it is a little bit of work, but it's totally doable. And I think the end result is perfect. So I think it's totally worth it. I hope you like this video. Thank you so much for spending your precious time watching it, and I will catch you on the next one.